ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ask the Unicorn. Hello, 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 everyone. I'm over Z, as you all know, and some of you that are new to the show. I will answer any question of a paranormal, metaphysical, spiritual, or mystical sort. However, there are two types of questions that I do not answer under any circumstances, and that is whether or not someone's going to die or whether or not someone is cheating on someone. If you want to know those kind of things, you should probably take it up with the people that you're asking about. Above that, anything else is fair game, and as long as it is positive and constructive. Now, I know that a lot of you have a lot of concerns. I will do my best to give you the quickest possible solution to your problem. If something does come up that you really are concerned about, or that you feel that you need to get to and you just can't reach that answer, I'll be more than happy to assist you there. That being said, before we get on with I'd like to give a shout to all of the independent filmmakers as of mine. I know that there are a lot of great films that are coming out. Now, listen, we are not Hollywood. I'm part of a group of independent filmmakers. We give quality shows, and we do our very best to bring you wonderful entertainment, and I hope that you do like it. There are people like Seth Roberts, Alan Dillingham, Bill McLean, just to name a few, and myself, over Z Delisa, that are coming up with films this year, and I'm very excited about the lineup of the films that we do have. You can look up these people that I just named on Facebook, and the cool thing is that if you do write a message to them, they always answer. Just like myself, I'll do my best to answer any of your questions. If those of you that would like to be involved in the film, you can contact any one of us, and we would be more than happy to get you into the circuit. So, that being said, this is my stalwart companion, Mia Kazi. Hi, Kazi.
Hi, Kazi. Today is April 19th, 2016, and it is episode 79. Yeah.
She has a hard time with numbers.
Guess.
Okay.
I was looking at the.
But anyway, I'm looking forward to a show this evening. I see you all have a lot of questions. I do realize when you're right up to where you're talking to some live and you have your questions in your head, many times they'll just escape your head. So I suggest that you write down. Now you can give us a call at area code 207-477-5866, or you can write your question right in the chat room, and we will answer the best as we probably can. Now, all of the things said, the unicorn is listening. What have we seen?
First question is Ariel. She says, "Hi guys. Just lately that there are many messages and songs. The things hearing are very specific. Is it possible there are people or just communicating this way, and why? Thank you."
I think the thing that you just said is not late. It's been this way long. You're open to hearing them now. And if you hear me in a song, yes, there are messages just being played out. If you talk about physical, then there are a lot of things that can be music of a subliminal. There are definitely messages that maybe the universe is trying to get you to hear, to change your life, to fulfill your life in some shape or form. So yes, definitely. As to why, perhaps there's some point in your life, there's something in your life that needs to change. Something in your life that needs to be fulfilled, or maybe to be just something that needs to be let go. You'll find that messages and music are very similar to messages and dreams or visions. They're usually quite out there, quite blatant, and if you just take a moment to think about them, you'll come up with an answer. And usually that answer is going to be one of the best to you. If you have a problem, what you can do is kind of like what you can do is record that music that you've been listening to if you think that there's a message, and bring a person like myself. As a matter of fact, my teacher taught me a technique many years ago that she called water sweetening. And what that basically was is
sorry to interrupt, but evident our feed is choppy. People can't hear us.
Oh.
So we're gonna reboot.
Okay. No, don't reboot. Just wait for it to happen. Because it's live. What people can't see, there's 9 viewers.
Sorry, in choppy feed is still everybody else.
Okay. So Evan, we're having some technical difficulties, because There's nice clear day outside. So we're going to try to fix the technical difficulty just with us a little bit.
It's echoing like crazy.
Echoing. Did the echo stop? We have these problems from time to time because we're very low web television. So still going.
Hold on.
Okay.
Is go gone, guys. Sorry.
Anyone can respond if they're still there. Let me know. Echo's gone. Fine.
No responses. No, it's still there. She says.
Okay. I'm going to try to fix a couple of things. Just bear with me. See if I can do it.
And Natalia says, it's like this. That's great.
Cool. Break.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
All right. I'm going to keep talking anyway. I'm sorry for the echo or whatever that is that's invading our show. It's probably because there are aliens listening to me or somebody else listening to me.
She said it stopped.
Okay, great.
Was it 2 speakers?
I think so. I had my speakers on, so that may have
Fixed.
caused a problem with the microphone. That would make sense. So here we are, just a singular voice now. I was answering a question. As I said, my teacher taught me a technique a long time ago on doing a reading that was called water sweep, and she would have me or have the person record music, and she would do the reading from what music that they chose. And I learned that, and I offer those readings as well. So maybe record the song, bring it in someone that you feel is capable. It doesn't necessarily have to be me. However, I do know how to do this. And I can tell you what message is hidden in it for you. So I hope that helps you out.
She has another question. She says, I'm aware energies in this dimension are changing rapidly. I've been given many visions and information in my dreams, and it's as if I'm fighting a war in my dreams at times. For the good, much of it is hard to piece together or make sense of what exactly is going on in your opinion and what action is needed.
The action is needed for you to develop yourself. We told you a long time ago. And to be serious about your development in order for you to be able to carry out what the universe is trying to show. You'll find this when the universe decides to tap your shoulder and say that it's time for you to do your work. Always give you a way to accomplish your goal. Always give you the way to develop yourself. It may not. You may need to know how to do some things so that you can service. My suggestion for you, because I do know that your energy and your spirit is very clear and willing to develop yourself. Be serious about your development, and be consistent. You've grown up over the years. It's good. Just be serious about it, and don't for someone to give you your approval to be who the universe has for you. Okay, so we'll have to schedule something at some point, but you're going to have to learn to be consistent in developing yourself, so that you can stay vibrations that you're right. Kind of things that are happening all in specific for people. Myself has been happening a long time. You've stepped into it, and that's good. That means that the universe is accepting your application. Now you have to be trained. Bottom line.
I guess the echoing is back and it just got worse. I don't know.
I don't know why the echoing keeps coming. There's nothing on that not be on. Are you saying microphone everything? So That's a little strange.
So people are now. It sounds like you're going water here.
Okay, then we really need to boot. I don't know why it sounds like that, but I apologize for the technical difficulty. There's always got to be something.
Gargling merman. People can tell you.
There's always got to be something to try to mess things up when I'm trying to actually give someone truth. So I hope you all can bear with me. So whatever we have to do to fix this, let's go ahead and fix it.
Reboot.
Okay, what does that mean?
That means stop the broadcast.
Okay, I'm going to stop the broadcast and we'll be back.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Is it better now?
Can you all hear me now?
There's a lag, so we have to wait.
Okay. I'm going to keep talking. As I said, you all can give us a call at area code 207-347-5686, and we'll be more than happy to make it so everyone else can hear the question as well. Is that better now?
I don't freaking know. People, there's a lag, and
we are working with the public. You can't say freaking.
I can say freaking. How fucking?
No.
Huh?
Frel.
Frellin. Oh, whatever.
Yes. Doesn't matter. I am.
I wish people would respond. Like
they're trying to respond. You just have to give them a moment so that they can.
So, is it better? Going back and forth.
Okay. I don't know what that is. It's really kind of strange. However, if I cannot improve tonight's broadcast, what I will do is do another special broadcast tomorrow night as well.
It says better than worse and better than worse. I think it's your camera.
It's not my camera. My camera's just fine. My camera's brand new. It works the same every single week. So
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, get from where you are. Go just give it a light tap. Yes.
You want me to do a light tap?
Yes, you're going to do a light tap.
Yeah.
Just very easy.
Right.
Right? No, not that camera. Right there. There. Is that better? It's just plugged in and all. Don't just push. Yeah, there. How is that? That should be a lot better. Okay. Sorry. I'll do my best to problem.
Can't quit. Reboot anything. Say something in this. She wants to know if you're running on your computer then because it might be something wrong with the bandwidth.
Well, because I movie, but I movie all the time. And
do you have Skype up?
I do not.
There are some people on can't quit.
Okay, I'm not gonna quit. So I'm gonna try to deal with this, and we'll all see if I can just kind of talk through. It might be something with the channel, but I'll keep going. This kind of strange. It's like aliens are interfering with the broadcast, and I'm trying to battle the aliens subconsciously. So you saying anything yet? Okay, you all have to let us know if you can hear or don't hear us. And we do apologize for this.
What are you doing?
How is it?
I don't know. Just keep going.
Okay. Anyway, what's the next question? Are there any questions at all?
Yeah, hold on. I have to scroll back up. Next question is from Julie Dujardin. I'm so sorry if I butchered your last name, Julie. Hi, we have had some meteor occurrences in our home. Thank you for some insights, especially for my oldest daughter. We'd like to know what she needs to do, if anything. I think there was something lost in your message, Julie, in your question, first part of your question. Let me see here. Anything my daughter needs to do, or is there a message from this being that seems to want her attention around her room?
Okay. I think I missed part of your message because I don't see part of your message. So if you can just kind of let us know what it is that you're talking about so that I can answer you properly, that would be great. But usually if there is a spiritual imprint that is compelling your family or yourself to do something, it bids that you listen to it and determine whether or not it's positive or negative. If it is negative, then we need to take steps to get your daughter from being attached to it or from being detached from your daughter. If it is of a positive nature, they need to find out. So you'll have to ask your daughter what it is that the being or entity is saying to her, trying to get her to do. Or perhaps later what you can do is give me a call and I can, we can maybe type later and I can talk to you about it. Okay.
This has been paranormal experience.
Okay. If there are no normal experience surrounding it, then it's definitely something that has to do with the paranormal world. I mean, you already know that. But what you have to determine is whether or not it's negative. Is there any sickness or a malady that is happening at the time as your daughters in these episodes? Okay.
Black shadow come twice to her.
Okay. Shadows come to her, and then how is she feeling it? Because there's a feeling that needs it. Something that's a black shadow doesn't necessarily mean that it's negative. Although in the movies and in media you'll hear that a lot. It's a black shadow. That means it's very, very bad. That's not the truth. Sometimes it may mean just something from another dimension, and the light is shining on that dimension the way that it shines on their dimension, in their dimension on us. So it may just give shadow. So does it, if it is actually speaking to her, if it is actually compelling her to something, and if she also has the other something size, just seeing it, that's what we'll to determine, and we determine that it isn't about giving you steps to care of it.
So we said positive and powerful, sure, okay. and other daughters had no six.
Okay, it's fine. What you might want to listen to what she has to say about that entity. I don't know if you're there and if you can see it. But if you can see it, perhaps you can just accompany it. I do know that you have a bit of intuition yourself, so.
She says, no sadness, it feels intimidating.
Intimidating because it's a black shadow, or intimidating because it's powerful? You have to keep this in mind. You have a body, it's your home, it's your daughter, you have a natural protection in that. So perhaps what we can do is speak about it a little later and determine the nature of this entity and determine whether or not it needs to be listened to or it needs to just be banished. If it does need to be banished, we can take care of it. Okay, hope that helps you. Just give me a call a little later.
Evidently we missed a phone call from someone. If you can please give us a call again, I'll make sure I pick it up. The phone didn't go off or anything. It didn't light up. I don't know. Guest number 262 has a question. How can you remove attachments to a person whom you're no longer in a relationship with?
Get rid of all of the things that person gave you. Get rid of all of the keepsakes and all of the things that remind you of that person. That's one of the quickest ways. Listen, everything has energy. No matter what it is, it has energy. And if you've got something with a person, that person's energy is still attached to that. If a person gave you something, that energy is still attached to that because you have the memory that goes along with it. Here's the thing about energy. Energy always has to have an anchor. Okay? You know the anchor, energy will dissipate. Yes, I know people like to things, and you know, it's just kind of interesting. You know, if you have a relationship with someone, you get all these things from that relationship. Once that relationship is done, you need to get rid of that stuff. Why keep pictures? Why keep letters? Why keep fuzzy things that was given to you with this just because you like it? You know, you have to get real about things. You want to get rid of that person's energy, get rid of everything that represents that person's energy in your life. That's how you can get rid of it. Okay? And that is a surefire way. If you don't have constant reminders, you don't have to spend mind time. And if you don't spend mind time, you're not spending energy time. Okay? Really simple. And I have to say this to people from, you know, on that relationship standpoint. Listen. There are millions of people out there looking for their soulmates, okay? Yet, you can't insist that a person is your soulmate if they're not with you. If they have decided to go on about their life, they're not your soulmate, okay? Listen to me really closely. I don't care what fantasy world they live in. They're not your soulmate. And if that person is not right here with you, and decided to move on their life, or you have some that is a falling so that they can on their life, leave them alone. And means get rid of their stuff. Get rid of it. You don't need closure. You don't need to keep stuff so that you can remember the good. Well, we're good times. So what? So what? Okay, so you have this person. I'm just talking. You have these dreams, having the perfect relationship. Your princess charming is waiting the door, or you have one wanting to come to the door, but you got else standing. You got all the kicks from that last relationship. It did not work out. If I was Prince Charming, the moment I walked in and saw that you were keeping stuff from your old boyfriend, I am out. Okay, that's just ridiculous. You will keep that same energy around you. Guess what? That energy will interfere with anything you try to get started. Why? Because it is negative energy. It is old energy. It is an old memory energy that has nothing left to do to mutate and transform into something that will stop you from being with anybody else. If is what you want. However, if you want to play constantly, get constantly by that energy, by that person, keep that stuff. Because that person is going to say, oh, you kept the ring that I gave you 257 years ago, when we were like killing each other time and time again, and that mean that you love me and I can come around again. No, you get a stuff. I care how valuable you think it's. I don't care if it was you went to the fair and everything was beautiful. It's now. So let's go. I don't care if. He never really told me why he didn't want anymore. He just lived with this person. Over it. Let it go. Okay. It's finished. Listen, there are all kinds of people that will fill it with airy mumbo jumbo. I'm not that guy. Okay. I will tell you this. This is what you listen. The first person in spirituality is reality. Okay. Reality says you have a deep relationship. Get rid of all that represented that relationship so that at least you can have a good relationship with yourself. So that at least you can regain those bits of energy that were with you, that you gave up in order to be with this person that utterly destroyed your life. Okay, and even if it wasn't a negative thing that the two of you split up and it was amiable, let it go. Let it go. Let it go, okay? So that you can move on with your life. That's one way to get rid of the energy. Energy always needs an anchor. If someone tried to cast a spell on you, they would always have to have a physical anchor. I don't care how great they are. They have to have something near you or on you or with you or by you or for you in order to cause that spell to work. Even if it is a positive spell, someone says, hey, bring me this crystal, or someone says, hey, let me write this up for you. And then there's an exchange of energy, and you wind up having whatever spell works. Okay? People who are actual magical practitioners know this. Okay? Real simple. You want to get rid of an energy, you have to let it be dispersed. And you cannot let it be dispersed as long as you are keeping a physical anger. So, you want that energy to go in that relationship, get rid of all of the stuff. Get rid of it. Go donate it. Sell it. Wave bye to it. If those letters, burn them all. Burn them. Take them to a wave of water, dump them, and walk away. Do not turn around, look back. Emails, yes, same thing. Emails, message on the phone so you can hear this person's voice. Let it go. Oh, we puppy together. Well, that's great. You're talking about a living being. That's not a thing. We had children together. Okay, don't ask me like that because I rant all over you. Obviously, you have children together. You're going to have to deal with the child, okay? For the benefit of the child, but have to deal with each personal level. Simple. No, you don't have to put up with this person bullying you over the child, and no, you don't get to use the child as a weapon. You two at least have enough dignity to be together so that you can raise that child properly. Beyond that, you have nothing to do with each other. No, you don't have to babysit the dog and then have him come to your house and to pick up the dog. No. He doesn't get to enter your house. Well, someone has to watch the dog. The dog is perfectly capable of watching itself until you get home from work. We bought this tree together. Go plant it someplace. Now, of course, you always go to someone that's going to fill your head with a bunch of fairy stuff. I'm just telling you the way it is. Energy always needs an anchor in order for it to stay. The moment that the anchor disappears, so then the energy. Hope that you.
Melissa, have a question in regards to detachment issue. They want Melissa wants how does intimacy play into it with this energy leader?
Of course it does. The intimate energy between you and that person, so long as you have something with that person, the energy is going to linger. It's the same as a child. Energy is to be used for two things: creation or procreation. If you're going to split with this person, you cannot be intimate with that person, nor can you talk about anything of an intimate nature with that person, because all it will do is water the intimate energy that you had before. You have to talk to yourself, and you have to get to a point where you've released all of that energy. Now, you may need help with that. There's aggression, there are soul travels, there are retrievals that will help you in that particular matter. However, it still comes down to the same thing. If you are done with the person, that means that you are done with the person. That means, no, you can't be their friend. No, not going to be their shit. No, they came over once in a check on you. If we're done, you run. Is there enough? Okay. The reason they call it X. Done with. Finished. No. I care what you can keep with. There's no reason to have to deal with that person on a personal level ever again. So, I hope that really is clear enough for you. Lots of people get plagued with that very thing, and every once in a while I have to rant about it. However, I did not rant so much about it. I did used to think that I needed to gather people up in Portland and have this big meeting at the convention center and talk to them about talk to them seriously about the choices in people that they want to be with, and show them how to let things go. You just gotta let it go. It's just like quitting any other habit. Some relationships are habitual. You just have to break the habit. It's the same as quitting smoking. You just have to make the decision that that's what you're going to do. You know, it's the same with the paranormal. You know, and I was explaining to someone nine times out of 10, when an energy is attached to someone because of the place they've gone to, it's not to have to get the energy off of the person. I have to get the person to go of the energy. You know, a person feels they're haunted. They're not haunted. They just used to let go of the event that had happened, the place that it wasn't. You have to let go. The worst thing to do is take something from a graveyard and complain of something to your home. You know? That's the worst thing to do. Or an act, you go there, pay facts and out. But people do silly things in graveyards and on other places that they know are haunted. Oh, we're going to go there and hold a seance. We're going to go there and play with the Ouija board. We're going to go there and tip over grave stuff. We're going to go there and sit on the grave. We're going to go there and even do those little grave scratchings. You know, we're going to go into this. We're going to do this, and we're going on a ghost hunting adventure. We're going on a paranormal investigation. Well, guess what? People like myself, what you call paranormal is extremely normal, and we don't have to do it dark. You don't need a bunch of technical equipment to try to see if we can catch ghosts on camera and see them all the time. You know, ghosts are just mere energy. Spirits is another thing. You know, it's down to this. You have to make some decisions in your life. You need help and talk us and you know I'm available. You know, I'd be more than we'll help you out. Okay, that helps you. Good to hear from by the way.
Julie says that because it's powerful. My other daughter has things and her thing triggered her. And then she says the top leader.
Okay.
Shout out Jerry, Heath, Natalia, Bell, Tavar, Bubba, Bridine.
Oh, people.
And a couple of us, Ariel, Bell.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming to the show.
Jill, thank you. That was helpful. Okay. Hair is Bubba.
Hey, what's up, Harold?
Has a question for you about quartz crystal. He says, I'm looking for information about a particular crystal, its name, and I would like to know its mystical powers. It's a type of crystal that has water trapped inside of it. Do you know anything about this type of crystal? That crystal is called anhydrous quartz crystals.
Well, it's a charged crystal. As you know, the quartz is a recorder. It can store energy and store memory, and even store the energy of a person's memory. If something is hydrated like that, that's it. If something is hydrated like that, because I actually have one, that's what my ball is made of. If something has that particular signature in it, and it means that it's constantly, the energy of it is constantly moving, which means that the energy is constantly recharging itself. It's almost keep it in a perpetual state. What other people say about it is what they say about it. But person should be able to briefly see in other dimensions and accurately see them in other dimensions, be able to see from one place to another. One of the most conductive things there is, we all know, is water. And water conducts energy, same as, well, it conducts electrical energy, also conducts any other type of energy. As a matter of fact, it's often been known that the best form of travel is hydrogen, farther than doing something combustible. I mean, the best form of energy, combustible energy is one form of energy, but hydrogen energy is a lot better. It's a lot faster, it's a lot cleaner, and then it's a lot more charged. It perpetuates the charge very easily. So, other than that, that's what I tell you about that particular type of a crystal. Imagine having a base of that crystal, and you could put enough energy in, but that it would actually say to a degree it would help you move. Hope that helped. Do some more research. Let me know what you.
Becca is on, and
Hi, Rebecca.
Sarah Monroe is on.
Hello. Good to see you.
Harold has a question. He says, on the subject that you were on before, the intimacy and energy and attachment, he wants to know, how does that work if the woman is still married, not divorced, living with another and legally not remove none husband's consent until her case is settled?
That's a difficult situation. And that's probably a situation that you want to kind of back away from until it clears. If you are in the position of dealing with that particular person, then what you might want to do is discuss it with them. Maybe if you are the one seeing that person, maybe you can arrange something or help her arrange something to get her out of that situation. However, if that's not the case, then you kind of have to ask her how the hell she got into the situation, and then ascertain whether or not she's willing to get out of that situation. If she is willing to get out of that situation, then help out. I mean, she can't move the person's things. That's great. She does. Maybe she can just walk away from it. If she can't walk away from it, which not many people do, then I think it work a lot better for it. It's either start over than try to be in that type of battle. Sometimes you just have to walk away. Things. Say, okay. I realize that the only way that I'll be done with this is if I just walk away from it. Maybe appeal to that person in that way. However, if that person gives you any type of a excuse as to why they can't do it, then there's a pretty good chance that person really doesn't want to, and you might want to back up and stay a safe distance from the whole thing until this person makes a decision. And that's just, listen, sometimes it's just easier that way. It may not seem easier at the moment, but it is easier to walk away when you got so much trouble. I mean, she's not divorced, but she's living with another person and can't get rid of any of the future divorce person's things until the divorce is legal. That's a mess. Seriously, that is a mess. Now, however that happened is not for me to determine or to judge. I'm just saying that's a mess. So something needs to happen. Maybe she needs to just walk away from this stuff, and start again. I know that we all get attached to a lot of things, but there's nothing that we have that can be replaced, other than stuff like that. So get to the bottom of it. If something that's not told, just get to the bottom of it. Okay, and find out what this person really wants to do. Hope that helps you out here. Relationships, that type of a relationship is really sticky. So you use caution and magic. Okay, what else have we got?
That's it for now.
Is that it for now? Okay, I want to talk to you guys while you're thinking of some more questions. I want to talk to you guys about some other things. Listen, I realize that all of you are going through, the last 2 weeks have been rather interesting for a lot of people. But you have to take this into consideration. The Earth is going through a lot of changes, and the people on this planet are also going through a lot of changes. You have to adapt. You have to be willing to change your tactic. I heard from a lot of people how hard or how tough of a week that you've had. We all have weeks, and you've had weeks before. The thing about lives is that we often have this amnesia and forget we've had tough times before. You can get those tough times. One that you can is finding something positive to do. Anything positive to do. To entertaining yourself, not to entertain one else, not to be moved by someone else, but to just aim yourself. About time that people started throwing the yokes. I'll put it at this: the heavy yoke of responsibility. I don't mean responsibilities. You know what responsibilities are. That other that comes up as responsibility. Telling you that you have to act adult when you really feel like acting. Telling you have to go to the function because when you really feel like going to, because you know that there's going to be a lot of drama. That thing that tells you that you have to put up with a job that you really freaking hate. There's so many other jobs out there to be had. You keep forgetting that for some reason. Oh my God, I really don't want to lose my job. I just got this. It's treating me like crap, and is really uncomfortable because there are no jobs out there, and that's all. You know it. There are tons of jobs out there. You were looking for a job when you found that job. You know, you need to jump into this mode. And I talked a little bit about it last week, and it's called divine masses, which is when you just throw your hands up and say, "Look, I'll give a flying fish what is what it looks like. I to find some place that I can be comfortable within myself, and then go to something like put in a bunch of makeup." Just because, but if you are wearing a bunch of makeup, maybe wear a little bit. Do something. Make stupid film. Play some music and just dance around. There's nothing wrong with being that person that is going to enjoy your life. You find something to enjoy. Bake some cookies. Oh, but you know, I'm worried about gluten and bake non-gluten cookies. Okay.
Jutsu.
Watch some anime. Hey, play a video game. I don't want to hear any of that. Video games are just a waste of my time. Oh, yeah. Tell you then why don't you play one and see how non-challenging it is? Because I've heard people say that a lot, and you say, oh, it doesn't. It's no mental challenge thing, and then when you get control, it's free.
Dude.
It has a lot.
Okay. Brain free.
Okay. No. There's all kinds of things. Some clay and make a sculpture. Plant something. Clean up room.
Oh, question from Heath.
Okay.
Got bumped. Sorry, Heath.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm curious about my trail question. He said that he was saying that hunting last year knew about ticks that were around.
Oh yeah.
He says, I'm curious. Do you think there's any connection between the mosquitoes?
I do indeed. As a matter of fact, I do indeed, because it takes nothing for them to introduce something that is just mosquito larvae or anything else that is going to hatch, and then all of a sudden we've got all of these problems. I still think that, and I say this knowing that Mr. Gates came up with that vaccine crap, and I still think that the people that come up with the vaccines for the Zika virus introduced the virus in the first place. Infect mosquitoes with something. Mosquitoes were invented by Satan. Who the hell wants to have mosquitoes go in and maybe they'll bite you and give you the vaccine? That's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. That is deliberate. That is almost deliberate attempt at genocide. Okay? That is almost a deliberate attempt at genocide. And the people that are responsible for that Zika virus need to be arrested. And that's the way that I feel about it. They need to be arrested, prosecuted, and jailed. Okay? And you know how ticks are. Ticks are just like that blue guy in costume. They can fall from great heights and nothing hurts them. So it isn't any stretch of the imagination that they could have put something in that chemtrail thing and all of a sudden starts raining ticks. Everybody gets sick. Do you realize the implication of what could actually happen if they introduce drugs to those chemtrails that would cause people to see something other than what really is? It would and develop urges with themselves. The apocalypse is not that far-fetched at all. You get a bunch of people that have sprinkled with bath salts and they go around biting each other. Why is that so far-fetched? We all know the difference between a contrail and a chemtrail. They will continue to treat us as if we're stupid. And you know something else? I've been working on this for the past 6 months. I really think that a lot of what's in chemtrails is targeting women. Because I've spoken to many women that have dietary problems, digestive problems, allergy problems, all of a sudden. And what's that other thing? Label with some chronic syndrome. women that naturally held strong, and all of a sudden there's something they do, or maybe they eat something, and all of a sudden whole dietary are screwed up. People who have been bitten by it, yet they have disease. People who have never had allergies in their life, and all of them they have allergies, or all other types of maladies. They can't go the whole day being active the way that they were. There is definitely something that is happening with these chemtrail things. And you go outside, and all of a sudden you hear ticks falling in a tree as if it's raining. That's introduced. Plain and simple. That is introduced. And now they want to infect mosquitoes with something and release a certain amount of mosquitoes anywhere. They did the same thing with bed bugs or cockroaches to eat up all of the bed bugs, and then they have then there's a dengue fever, and then there's now this is a Zika fever, and you know with all of these games for all of these things, someone introduced it. You act as though it's a naturally occurring thing. You know that's a lie. You for a fact that the people have introduced AIDS. You have experimented with people, seeing how this particular virus affects people, how this affects these people, how this group of people, but not this particular group of people. We are all in the same thing together, but we keep us constantly thinking that we are not treated the same. We are treated the same. You're given this amount right here, then we're not going to get them this, but we give these something, so we're going to label this, and they keep us all distracted while doing something horrible to all of us. They are slowly killing all of us. They are slowly killing all of us. Think about it just for a second. It makes absolutely no sense that we would get sick and die, especially at such a short time span. That makes absolutely no sense. That is obviously something that is introduced. And your mind is a really powerful thing. It is a giant manifestation machine. And if they can get an idea on the inside of your mind, it will travel. It will travel to the rest of your body. And your body will follow suit unless you are strong enough to break that program. And I'm telling you that they have been doing this for decades, for even centuries to people. They have introduced that, you have, life is too short. You got to do this. Think about what you're saying. Think about just for a second. You have accepted that idea. You can have this is sick. Don't go like this might make it. Don't do this, get sick. Don't do that or you're going to get sick. You can't do this because you're a woman. Women are going to get sick of this. Okay? Now you can't even have sex because there is something HPV disease that is on the head of the male penis. Well, I've never heard of the female penis, so there's only one thing.
You say that on your show?
I can say that on my show, and if I can't, so what? Okay? Because I think it's absurd. They keep everybody in a constant state of fear. Keep everybody in a constant state of fear so that you cannot look up. You have to drop it. At some point in time, you have to say, okay, I am not going for this hogwash. I don't hear it. And try this for one day, 24 hours. Try not to allow anything negative in your realm. Someone tell you that you could die of this, or someone telling you that you could sick of this, someone telling you that, and sure enough, someone will decide to go around and try to tell you about it. You say, listen, I want to hear, and they talking anyway. I said I don't want to hear. Try it and see what I mean. We all live under a giant program. And there's something monitoring us at all points in times, whether you think so or not. And those things look to see if you try to escape that matrix. If you want the crabs that get out of the barrel, there will be other crabs that will come along and remind you that you are a crab and you belong in this barrel. Think about this for 1 second. What if you broke all of the program? What if you decided, I quit, I am not going to do that? What if you decide one day, listen, I don't work for you? What if you decide to tell all of the powers that be, you're not my master? and then stood by your words. We have accepted the most absurd things in this country. We have accepted moron and another moron and tell us, let's make America great again. That's the stupidest thing I've heard. You have to believe the country is great already without idiot. Or idiot. We argue the soul of this country. We have American flag, this is supposed to be the of this country. And you have a group that want to fly another flag. And someone else will say another kind of flag. This is America. And I'll say it again. If you don't like this of this country, get the out of my country. And it's so simple. To get to a point, we are telling you, listen, you are going all right. So listen to that man. Listening to all the activity. In the third week, there's not a meteor that's going to crash in Earth. Things that are happening to this Earth. Plates are shifting. Things are happening. We're going through a great things, and this is true. You have an opportunity to see that as a positive thing, as a negative. Maybe you have from where you are. Good. Meet change. You're changing your ground. The two. But do so with the full purpose of which you are going to have to do it. Don't cower. We are all spiritual beings, all of spiritual beings. You are alive now, and you are listening to this show. You are a spiritual being. And we are all equal, mentally, physically, and spiritually. We have got to stop separating ourselves. Finding ways to constantly separate ourselves, thinking this group is better, this group is better, this group is better, or that group is better. The fact that you have to be a group in the first place is pure bull caca. You can stand all by yourself and still remain in oneness with everyone. Which brings another thing. We are all one. We live on the etheric field of this earth. And therefore, we share an etheric body. And this is the truth. Anyway, I'm ranting. Sorry. I was trying not to. I was really trying not to.
It says absolutely not. I believe mosquitoes are a way to force vaccine.
Yes. Because they believe that they are. But we got to stand and let them know, no, you don't. Own me. I don't work for you. You're not mother. You're not father. You're not my wife, sir, brother, son, daughter. No, do not own me. And nor I allow you to believe that you do. And that's the way that you need to stand. Stand your ground. Find networks that think like you and everyone. Stand your ground. We all work hard. We work hard every day. Find some way to cope. Find some way to some bit of light into our lives and make the light last as long as we possibly can. Hope that someone else will see our light and over with their light. You will make it bigger. We do not deserve to be treated. We are nothing. Something to be experimented on. I have to say this. Stop fixing on other people's things too. I hear people arguing all the time over, well, should I eat or should I go vegetarian? Listen, I don't care what you eat. If you want to eat. Because I'm going to eat what I want to eat.
Before we go.
Someone says, well, you know, this, and meat is meat, okay? Really simple. Vegetables. I eat them both. If I eat an animal that actually has that we reach an agreement that I won't eat their kind anymore, fine. But that's my choice, and I've actually had to do that, and I was really glad that a certain other kind of animal didn't come by, so that I would have to make that agreement with that animal. But it is my choice what I eat, just like it's your choice what you eat. If you want to be with someone, that's your choice. That's up to you. But don't come and telling me that your color is better than my color, because it's not. Because I'm not going to sit and tell you that my color is better than yours. We are all one. And guess what? We all need each other. And if we don't start seeing that, somebody's going to come from the outside and totally destroy us all. Or they'll come from the outside and ask us why we're so stupid. Think about it. We are like an ongoing comedy movie. That's why Jupiter keeps throwing rocks at us.
Keith says, amen, amen, amen. And we have a special shout out to a special little girl, Willow. Hi, Willow.
Hi, Willow.
Hi. She's waving at the screen.
Hi.
And tapping at the screen.
Hi, Willow. How are you, sweetheart? It's good to see you. You are going to be fine, little girl. Okay? If you ever need me, all you have to do is get your daddy to call. Okay? Good.
That's for now.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Didn't mean to scare everybody away with my routine. I have it. Yeah. Now, on the other end, I started off, talking to your hard weeks. Listen, do something beautiful. Something beautiful. Make this week beautiful. Like if you're around here, the daily bread baking. Okay? Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy the plethora that we present. Have something baked with a cup of tea in a cup. Feel really good. I'll sit and talk to you, and we'll all pretend we're Richard royalty something. Speak with funny sentence. Except for Nadine, because actually English. We'll make up one. We can miss that.
She can speak with an American accent.
No, she can't.
I know she can't. It's funny. Accent.
Why everybody thinks that we all speak with a southern drawl? They don't really talk like that, except for people down there. They talk like that all the time.
I couldn't talk like that if somebody paid me to, and I even lived in the South.
Anyway, there must be some questions. If you have some questions, please feel free to ask them. As far as the paranormal and things like that, if you really want to learn how to do a proper paranormal investigation, really want to learn mysticism, I teach. I do not teach for so don't think that I. It is mine. It is knowledge, and my knowledge are valuable. We can work so out, but I do accept payment for classes. It is my person. It is not my game. Matter of fact, it is life, and you can find out more about that. Contact me at www.unicorn-code.com or www.asktheunicorn.com, or you can check me out on Facebook. And for those of you that are interested in being in movies, let me know. I'm in the midst of filming one series, a movie and series that's called Valkyr. And so far, we're doing really good on it. It's taking me years to get it done. However, this is just what happens when you're the type of person I am, which is a bit of a perfectionist. But it's coming along really, really nicely. And I'm sure I can find a part for everybody. For those of you that are thinking to come and see me, or are thinking to set an appointment with me, please do so. I'm always ready to help. What time is it, by the way?
7:59.
Okay, I got time for some more questions. Anybody got any questions? Come on. Mm. Well, listen.
No more questions.
Okay. Why don't you write some questions down? If there's a topic that you would like to touch on, I'll be happy to do so. And that's we are here every week from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock Tuesday night. And to tell your friends about the show, the more people that there are, they come to the show and ask questions, the more questions I can answer, the more like that I can shed on things. And perhaps what I can do is just teach a few things, teach some lessons on during the time, and have you guys start employing some of the spiritual principles that I know. Okay. I didn't mean to make tonight a ranting thing, but it just kind of turned into that. Yeah. For those of you that don't like me ranting, I apologize. For those of you that do like ranting, right on. If there's something you would like to hear rant on, you know, and I'll either check out or we'll have already checked it out. It's really, really important for you guys to say, oh, this is one more thing. You know, the Mars is funny position retrograde. Okay, but for the duration of Mars is a retrograde, you're going to find it very difficult for you to rev all the passion that you need for things. So you really have to apply the passion. You really have to apply your desire and your attitude. Okay, that's all of the force. So if you've been up last few days, you kind of humdrum, like, you know, not inspirational. That's what's happening. It's Mars. The cool thing about that is when it goes direct, have all of the that you're building now. So the more that you build now, the more your success will be added. Mars goes direct. So it would behoove you some projects that you need to get them done. Force yourself to get them done. Make yourself get them done. Find the drive within yourself to you know push. No matter what it looks like, just keep pushing. It will seem as though the road before you is stretching out, and it makes you really kind of tired. The funny thing about that is that you have to push. It's almost like you have to apply more force to reach the level that you normally would if you were like doing a workout or accomplishing a goal, trying to reach a certain goal in your running. You'll have to apply twice the force. It is really kind of odd. If you do that, by the time it goes direct, you have all of that force to your benefit. Okay. So just thought I'd let you know that for those of you that are having a difficult time sleeping because Mars can also affect your sleep.
He's a question. He said, "Well, to help you out, can you explain science? It's still a weak point for horoscope sign." Next episode.
Sure. The next episode is kind of right now, but I would go happy to do that, so it'll have a reference. If I need to take an astrology lesson there, fine. But and it will benefit you all. But pay attention to things, okay? Pay attention to things. There's some negative things happening out there. There are a lot of earthquakes that are happening, and full hurt, and you know, there's been some lives. So there for those people. But at the same time, realize that there's simple things that happen at the same time. So just try to go too much into the horror things, and try not to go too much into the airy-fairyness of things. Just stay right on target, like you're walking a thin line between heaven and hell. You know, just try to stay on target. And surround yourself with people who are also going to stay on target and keep you on target. It's very beneficial. It's very helpful to you. And remember this, we are all family. We really are all family. And we're all that we have. Okay? So knowing that we're all that we have, perhaps it should teach us to have a little more appreciation for each other. So, thank you all for joining us on the show this evening. Like I said, if you have questions, please write them down. If you have concerns, please let me know. If you'd like to set up an appointment where you can speak with me in depth on something that I said or something that you have in your mind, please do so. I can be reached at area code 207-347-5686. Or I can be reached, and you can leave a message at www.unicorn-code.com or www.asktheunicorn.com. Or you can check me out on Facebook under my Horizon page. and leave a message. And if you like to get friend contact, go right and do that. So thank you all again for joining. Like I said, tell your friends. I'll see you all next week on Ask the Unicorn. Have a pleasant week. Corn out. Bye, Willow.